this is coming from a Cube fan, Aries. And look, you gotta call a spade, But hey, I still love Boys in the Hood, and he gave us Friday. He was pretty good in Higher Learning, but like, once again, he's surrounded by talent. But when it's just you and a screen, brother, what was you thinking? You know you're not a thespian. What were you thinking? You get Cube. Come on, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be a hard video to make because I was one of those people when Aries Spears called out Ice Cube for being a one-note actor, which we all kind of know that he is, but we still, in the culture, in the black community, we still love Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube is a national treasure. You can't diss Cube. Even if he's not the top 10 rapper or the best actor, it's still Ice Cube. He's done so much to push the culture forward. However, I could see Aries Spears somewhere in his hotel room, besides going back and forth with people on Instagram, laughing to himself saying, I told you so. This movie is not a good look. Even if you're the biggest hardcore Ice Cube fan, this movie is not a good look because even if you're the best debater in the world, the most Ice Cube pundit, there's no way you can defend this shit against Aries Spears, man. You like, see, I told you all that Cube is just like, he's just a one-note actor. He plays the same shit. He keeps the same cadence and tone every time. And I know this was shot before Aries made his comments, but I just visualize Cube saying, oh yeah? Well, let me show you how I act, nigga. I've been doing this shit since 91. And this is probably Ice Cube's worst performance that he's ever done. And I'm like, why does he seem like he's so bad here, right? But he's not really terrible anywhere else. Because, see, the secret is that you surround him with other good actors. If you take a bad actor and you surround him with really good actors, it kind of masks the fact that the actor is bad. All right, so you look at Boys in the Hood, where, he had a scene where he did kind of get me emotional. But why? He was working across from Cuba Gooding Jr. You had Lawrence Fishburne, Morris Chestnut, Nia Long, Regina King, Academy Award winner. You got him surrounded, and John Singleton is a director. So when you surround him with talent, you forget the fact that he's not really a good actor, all right? Oh, God. War of the Worlds. Okay, here we go. This is why y'all here, y'all. All right, I just had to get all that out. Yeah, War of the Worlds. This is not even worth really reviewing, y'all. This is probably the worst shit I've seen this year, man. This is, it's Cube in a cubicle, all right? He's like this, I'm not a hacker, but he watches everything. He works for the government, so he spies on everybody. So the whole movie is him sitting in front of a screen like this, and he's reacting to everything. Now, if you get an actor like, say, Denzel or anybody of that caliber, they could have pulled this off because you're reacting. So now you have to really get into your acting bag and show how good of an actor you are. So he's reacting to shit, right? And I swear, there could be an explosion going off and Cuba's like, oh no. Oh man, hey, get out of there. Get out of there, move. Oh man. There's a scene where his pregnant daughter gets hit with some debris, and it goes through her leg, right? She's sitting there bleeding to death, right? In a cab, in a self-driving Tesla driving off, right? And she's sitting there frantic and, dying. Now he wants to have his emotional, Academy Award winning scene. Baby, I know I haven't been the best father. And you got the slow music playing in the background. And even she's like, dude, we're going to do this here? Yeah, we got to do this here. I gotta show these niggas how good an actor I am. You know this nigga Aries Spears called me out? Oh boy. So yeah, this is one of those where it's so bad you have to see it for yourself. Like I recommend everybody watch this. Okay, yeah, this movie is pure dog shit. It's terrible. But I challenge anybody to watch this, man. You have to see how bad it is. You have to see how bad Cube is and his reactions. And like even okay, there's a scene, I'm spoiling shit, I don't give a fuck. Where his son is a hacker, right? So there's a twist where he finds out that his son has been really hacking the government. And he gets up out of his chair, he pushes away, and he's like, I can't believe this. My own son is hacking the government. I can't believe this. My own son. What was you thinking, dude? Aries is sitting there somewhere talking about, I told you. 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 Even like the glasses couldn't save him. The gray hair couldn't save him. He says, okay, well, people are used to seeing me as Ice Cube. But let me put some glasses on, some gray hair. And it still didn't work. But still, I recommend everybody watches it. Please, please, please watch War of the Worlds. I didn't even know this shit dropped today. Like, I knew that. I thought they announced it, but I thought it was like coming out later. But I didn't realize that this dropped on Prime today. And I watched it this morning. So I'm hurry up and shooting this. I got to jump on the live stream in a minute. But yeah, I just had to come on here on wax for you all because I didn't go to the cinema this week. I don't know. I might go see Naked Gun, but there's nothing I really want to see this week. But I watched War of the Worlds. I sat through the whole thing, and it is so laughably bad. Oh my God, the Steven Spielberg version was decent, but no masterpiece. But this here, who greenlit this movie? Who, you know what I'm saying? Yo, who sat there and said, and then Universal put their name on it? Come on, yo, this shit belongs on Tubi. All right, yo, Tyler Perry will watch this and be like, ooh, God, that's bad. And that's coming from Tyler Perry. This shit is terrible. Yo, who thought this was a bad idea? I mean, who thought this was a good idea? The Cube and the cast said, yo, we can't wait till the world see this. Listen, I don't know if he's getting a check to put into the big three, or maybe he's trying to raise money for the Friday movie, but there's no way that Cube looked at that script and said, I can play that. F is what I give War of the Worlds. F. I didn't think a movie could be bad as Dark Match. Yeah, this is up there with Dark Match as the worst movie of the year. But you gotta see how bad it is, though. Like, yo, Ice Cube makes Rudy Ray Moore look like fucking Anthony Hopkins. Whew. I got the hoodie on, yeah, because I ain't shaved the dome, man. So that's why I got the hoodie on. But this is coming from a Cube fan, Aries. Look. You gotta call a spade, but hey, I still love Boys in the Hood, and he gave us Friday. He was pretty good in Higher Learning, but once again, he's surrounded by talent. But when it's just you and a screen, brother, what was you thinking? You're not a thespian. What were you thinking? You get Cube. Come on, man. I love you, brother, but I can't defend this shit. I can't. Yo, I'm out.